Okay, welcome once again. Today we want to look at 5 common ESL mistakes and how to fix them. If you are ready, let's dive into it. The first mistake is the wrong use of he or she. This is normally common with elementary level or beginner level. And you have here, my mother is a doctor. We want to replace mother with a correct what? Pronoun. As you know, pronouns replace the noun in the sentence. So the person just tell you he works at a hospital. Okay, my mother is a doctor, he works at a hospital. Straightforward, you know that you cannot replace mother with what? With he. So what you should do is that you should always remember that you must use she with the feminine or the female, and we use he with what? The male, the masculine. So always match the correct pronoun with the gender of the subject. Always make sure you do that. It's important. Mistake number 2 is confusing say and tell. When to use say and when to use tell. Both can be used at the same time, but their grammar structure is different. You have here said use say without. Remember, without what? An object. So the sentence here is she said hello, no object after the verb say. Look at the second one. And tell with an object. Use tell with an object. Where is the object? She told me. This is the object. Hello. Now, if somebody says she said me that she likes pizza, you have to tell the person that we've said we don't use me. We don't use an object. It's not correct. So the correct expression is she told me, the object, that she likes pizza, or she said that she likes pizza without, no object. So that's it. It's simple. Just pay attention to your constructions. Mistake number 3. Since and for. Again, both are simple, but students still make some mistakes about them. So look at the example the sentences here. She used since for a point in time. A point in time. A point in time simply means the starting time, the starting point, the time the action started in the past. So it started since 2010. Okay, the action is still happening. That's why we are using since. Okay, but we use since to show when the action started. So it started since 2010. Now we are in 2025. So since 2010, this has been happening since 2010. We use for duration. So if I don't want to tell you the time the action started, the starting point, then I'll use what? The duration. How long? How long? So you see, it has been happening for 5 years. If I use 2010 and 2025, then I can say for 15 years. Okay, so since we use since when we want to indicate the time the action started, and we use for when you want to indicate how long the action has been taking place. I hope you understand. So if you have a sentence like this, I have lived here for 5 years. So by now you know that with the duration, the number, the fixed number of years, number of days, number of hours, we don't use since, we use for. Okay, I've been waiting for 5 hours. Okay, so use for plus the duration. Now let's look at some correct examples. I have lived here for 5 years, so 4 plus the duration. Number 2, I have lived here since 2021. Okay, the start date, the start time in the past. We look at the next one, the fourth mistake. This is easy. You know, when we conjugate a verb, normally the third person singular, we add s to the verb for he, she, and it. So we have she plays, he eats, it works. Sometimes people forget to put the s, so she likes pizza. It's not correct, it's wrong. Okay, the correct expression is she likes pizza. Correct. Okay, now that's in the writing, but when it comes to the pronunciation, it becomes worse. You must pronounce the last s. In English, you always pronounce it. If you don't pronounce it, then you are still wrong. She likes pizza, not she like pizza. You put the s, you must pronounce it. It's important in English. Okay, good. Now the last one, but not the least, which is not really a mistake, but it is the overuse of very. Okay, I'm very tired. It's a very big elephant. So those two sentences are correct, but we prefer you use some other words. We normally call them strong adjectives. Strong adjectives. Okay, they are strong adjectives, so we don't use very with them. So in this context, you say I'm very tired. Instead of saying I'm very tired, you say I am exhausted. Not I am very exhausted. No, no, no. I am exhausted. Exhausted is a strong adjective, so you just say I'm exhausted. You don't need the very again. Okay, it's a very big elephant. It's a huge elephant, not very huge. No. Okay, because exhausted and huge are what? They are strong adjectives. Okay, look at this example too. We say it's very cold today. It's correct, but look at this one. It's freezing today. Strong adjective, better English. So even though both are correct, freezing is better. Freezing is better. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Visit our website. The link is there. You can type it and then you see what we do at our institute. Subscribe, watch the next video, and share this video. Thank you, and God bless you.